Coolest, we've got some big stories today. Marcus Rashford has made his intentions clear, Joao Cancelo has spoken fresh rumors, and Spain's World Cup squad announcement brought some emotional moments for Barca players. But the main story, Julian Alvarez reportedly wants to leave Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona could be his preferred destination. Hit the like button and let's begin. Number 11, Barcelona miss out on Senesi. Coolest, it looks like Barcelona are about to miss out on another defensive target. According to Matteo Moretto, Tottenham have reached a verbal agreement with Bournemouth centre-back Marcus Senesi, who will become a free agent this summer. Spurs have reportedly beaten both Barcelona and Liverpool in the race for the Argentine defender and are ready to offer him a long-term contract worth around €5 million per season. Senesi had been considered an interesting low-cost option for Barca due to his experience, left-footed profile, and free agent status. However, he was never viewed as a top priority target, and it now appears his future is set to be in North London rather than Barcelona. Number 10. Ata Young still dreaming of Barcelona transfer. A surprising striker has been linked with Barcelona. According to Mundo Deportivo, Levante forward Carl Ata Young is determined to keep alive his dream of playing for Barca. The 22-year-old Cameroonian started this season in excellent form, scoring 6 goals in his first 10 matches before slowing down in the second half of the campaign. Reports claim Young recently rejected a lucrative offer from CSKA Moscow because he wants to wait for a potential opportunity at Barcelona. A lifelong Barca fan, he has often cited club legend Samuel Eto'o as his idol. For now, there is no indication that Barca are actively working on a deal, but it's certainly an interesting story to follow. Number 9. Flick wants new fitness coach. Barca fans, Hansi Flick is already preparing for next season. According to Diario AS, the Barcelona coach has asked the club to hire an additional fitness specialist this summer. Flick reportedly sees physical preparation as an area that must improve after a season affected by several injury problems. The request comes amid changes to the coaching staff following the departures of Thiago Alcantara and analyst Stefan Knapp. Meanwhile, fitness chief Julio Tous is expected to remain in his current role. It's clear that Flick wants Barcelona to be physically stronger ahead of next season's Champions League challenge. Number 8. Bastoni says yes to Real Madrid. Guys, there may be some bad news regarding one of Barcelona's favorite defensive targets. According to journalist Miguel Serrano, Alessandro Bastoni has given the green light to join Real Madrid and work under Jose Mourinho. The Italian centre-back has long been admired by Barca and was often seen as an ideal option for the left centre-back role. Reports claim Mourinho personally convinced Bastoni to become a key part of Real Madrid's new defensive project. No agreement between the clubs has been reached yet, but if these reports are true, Barcelona could lose one of their dream targets to their biggest rivals. Number 7. Barcelona Femení face major summer decisions. Barcelona Femení have just completed a historic season, winning 4 trophies and another Champions League title. But despite the celebrations, uncertainty is growing around several key players. According to Mundo Deportivo, up to 7 important members of the squad could see their futures decided this summer. The biggest concern is Alexia Putellas, whose contract expires soon. During the Champions League celebrations, thousands of Barca fans reportedly chanted, "Stay, stay, stay."
Stay.
Meanwhile, Mapi Leon is reportedly attracting strong interest from England and could leave after 9 seasons at the club. Salma Parayuelo is also yet to make a final decision on her future, while Marta Torrejon's situation remains unresolved. There is some good news, with Caroline Graham Hansen reportedly close to extending her stay. Still, Barcelona now face an important task, keeping together the core of one of the greatest teams in women's football. Number 6. Cancelo hints at Barca's stay. Joao Cancelo has sparked fresh speculation about his future at Barcelona. The Portuguese fullback posted an intriguing message on Instagram describing Barca as the place where football becomes art and saying that Barcelona is where he can become an essential star and source of inspiration. The message etched with a clear line. The moment is now. Barcelona awaits him. Whether Cancelo was referring to himself or simply sharing a reflection remains unclear. But the timing is interesting, with Barca still considering a permanent move for the Portuguese defender. One thing is certain, Cancelo has once again got Barca fans talking. Number 5. Lamine targets World Cup return. Guys, while most Barcelona players have already started their holidays, Lamine Yamal is doing the exact opposite. According to reports, the young winger was the only first-team player at Ciutat Esportiva on Sunday, continuing his recovery program as he works towards returning to the World Cup. Lamine is reportedly taking no risks with his fitness. In fact, he recently said, "I won't touch ball until the World Cup arrives," highlighting how focused he is on making a full recovery. The current objective is to have him available later in Spain's group stage campaign, with the teenager working closely with Barcelona's medical staff to get back to 100%. It's yet another example of the professionalism and dedication that continue to impress everyone around the club. Number 4. Deco in London for João Pedro. Barca fans, João Pedro's story is heating up. According to Gerard Romero, Deco is currently in London, alongside Bojan Krkić and scout João Amaral to continue discussions over a potential move for the Brazilian forward. The player's agent is also reportedly in the English capital as negotiations continue. Barcelona are actively exploring attacking reinforcements this summer, and João Pedro has emerged as one of the club's most interesting targets following his impressive season, in which he scored 20 goals and provided 6 assists in 50 appearances. No agreement has been reached yet, but the fact that Deco is personally involved in the talks shows how seriously Barca are considering this deal. Number 3. Rashford wants to stay. Marcus Rashford has just sent perhaps his clearest message yet about his future. The English forward posted on Instagram, "Season 25-26, hungry for more at FC Barcelona," alongside a photo in Barca colors, immediately fueling speculation that he wants to remain at the club beyond this season. And honestly, his actions back that up. Reports suggest Rashford has already told Barcelona he wants to stay, is willing to reduce his salary to make a deal happen, and has no interest in returning to Manchester United. Hansi Flick is also believed to be a strong supporter of keeping the Englishman after the season in which he contributed 14 goals and 14 assists in 49 appearances. The main obstacle remains the financial side of the operation. Barcelona continue to negotiate with Manchester United, exploring alternatives to the €30 million purchase option, including a new loan deal or a reduced transfer fee. But one thing seems increasingly clear: Rashford wants to continue wearing the Blaugrana shirt next season. Number 2. 8 Barca players at the World Cup. Barcelona will be heavily represented at the 2026 World Cup. Luis de la Fuente has included 8 Barca players in Spain's final 26-man squad: Joan Garcia, Pau Cubarsí, Eric Garcia, Pedri, Gavi, Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres, and Lamine Yamal. Meanwhile, Marc Bernal has also been invited to join the national team's preparation camp as a support player. One of the most emotional moments came after Gavi's inclusion was confirmed. Lamine Yamal shared a video from Barcelona's training ground showing teammates rushing to celebrate with the midfielder, who has fought his way back after a difficult injury period. Gavi later admitted that playing at another World Cup feels like a dream after everything he has been through over the last few years. There was also a good news for Eric Garcia, who returns to the Spain squad for a major tournament for the first time since the 2022 World Cup. The defender described his call-up as the reward for years of hard work and perseverance. And finally, there was another special moment for Lamine Yamal. Cameras captured the emotional reaction of his mother and younger brother as they watched the squad announcement and saw the Barcelona star officially secure his place at his first ever World Cup. Barcelona's future will once again be at the heart of Spain's World Cup ambitions this summer. But you know what, Coolest? What impressed me the most about the whole story? It was Gerard Martin's reaction to being left out of Luis de la Fuente's final World Cup squad. You really have to see it for yourselves. The link is in the pinned comment. Download our Barcelona Live app and check that out. And now let's move on to the biggest story of today's episode. Number 1. Alvarez asks to leave Atletico. Guys, the Julian Alvarez story is becoming more and more interesting. According to multiple reports from Spain, the Argentine striker has informed Atletico Madrid that he wants the club to start listening to transfer offers this summer after a disappointing season under Diego Simeone. And the biggest detail? Barca reportedly his priority destination. Barcelona sees Alvarez as the dream replacement for Robert Lewandowski and one of the absolute priorities for the club's new attacking project under Hansi Flick. Arsenal and PSG are also closely monitoring the situation, but current reports suggest the player himself would prefer a move to Spotify Camp Nou. Atletico are still trying to convince him to stay. The club reportedly offered Alvarez a new contract worth around €10 million net per season, which would make him one of the highest-paid players in the squad. But so far, the Argentine has not responded. Even Diego Simeone added fuel to the speculation after Atletico's final game of the season, saying, "That's a question for Julian. He is old enough to know what he wants, and I imagine he's probably already made up his mind." Meanwhile, fans also noticed a curious Instagram post from Alvarez's agent showing road signs pointing towards Barcelona. which only increased the rumors surrounding a possible move. The biggest obstacle remains the price. Atletico Madrid are demanding more than 100 million euros for the World Cup winner, making any operation extremely complicated financially for Barcelona. But one thing now seems clear. Julian Alvarez's future is becoming one of the biggest stories of this summer. That's all for today, Coolers. Would you sign Julian Alvarez this summer? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and download the Barcelona Live app through the pinned comment. Visca el Barça! Bye-bye!